This is Rainbows and Rage.
Me Rainbows.
And I'm Rage.
Yes. So today we're back again to talk your ears off.
But we've decided we needed a break from politics, so we're going to bust out our list.
So we pulled out our little book with our little suggestions, some of them that you can suggest on Twitter or in the comments below. However you get them to us, we'll try to add them to the list if they're interesting, and if not, we'll probably mock you in the comments. Kidding, not kidding. Let's see where my little psychic eye pencil pen takes me. Let's talk about people's unsolicited advice. So, I'm sure you've dealt with some unsolicited advice in your day, as I have. I think we all have.
I feel like my entire life has been unsolicited advice.
Throughout childhood, I'm the youngest, so I get unsolicited advice quite regularly, even now at my 30 years of age. You should do this. You should go here. This is what you should do with your life.
I don't think it matters if you're the oldest or the youngest or whatever, because I think it's more of a cultural thing. I'm the oldest, and it was just nonstop, you know, you have to do this, you have to do that, you should do this, you should do that. But now as an adult, I find that my family knows better, but newer friends that I've made don't know better. Actually, I do the complete opposite. My mom was adamant that I become a lawyer. And just to spite her, because that's the sort of awesome person I am, I decided not to go into law and I took business, which really blew up in my face. But anyway.
I also agree with the family thing. I thought it was just me because I'm the youngest and I get it from every which way. Anything from you should lose weight, from you shouldn't cut your hair, from don't color your hair that way, from don't wear so much makeup, from you should put on some makeup. So it's just everybody's
you
like...
You can never please everybody.
Exactly.
Like somebody's always going to be offended or not like what you do.
Never ever. So do whatever you want if it makes you happy, and as long as it doesn't hurt other people, because, you know, if we could just live in peace and love each other. Well, we were talking about how new friends give unsolicited advice.
Right. So I have a friend who, well, she's no longer a friend, but I had a friend who got that surgery. I don't remember what it's called, where they like put an elastic on your stomach or whatever.
Bariatric surgery?
Yeah, something like that. So she's lost a lot of weight, and you know, she's eating like the portion a mouse would eat, right? Because it's all she can fit in her stomach. And because I am working out and eating better and stuff now, she's like, oh, you need like this, and you need amino acids, and you need a pre-workout, and you should get post-workout, and you should get protein, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, lady, listen, like, I am not spending all that money on this stuff.
So did she like get all into health and fitness after this
surgery?
And she's all about it now?
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I'm happy for her. Like, kudos to her. She's lost a lot of weight.
That's fantastic.
But anybody would lose weight if they got their stomach shrunk. I don't know. And then she's like telling me how to work out and stuff, and I hate when people tell me how to work out. I had a trainer for a year.
Trainer, of course, they would know better.
Well, I had a trainer for a year. I don't need you to tell me how to work out. I had a guy yell at me for a year. It's in my head. I know how to work out. So yeah, like I hate unsolicited advice like that. Or, you know, my mom, again, she loves getting into my dating life. So she's like, oh, don't do this, and don't lose your temper, and be patient. And I'm like, can you just like piss off, please? I love you, but piss off.
People have different tastes. I get a lot of it on how I look, because I like...
Well, you have a very unique look. You know, when you go full on glam, it is like, hello.
Hello. Ba-bam.
Right.
That, also clothing choices that I make are probably not the best fashion choices, but guess what?
You like it, whatever.
I like it. I am not some fashion model. And you know what? Half the shit I see on runways and stuff is weird as fuck, but I love it. So I would totally wear it off the runway, by the way, if it was in my size. calling out to you, any fashion designers. I know, if you want to dress me for my videos. But I do like my own style. I don't always go with what's trendy or probably what looks good on my figure. I kind of just do what I want. Like, for example, you can't see this, and I've told you this before, but I'm trying to grow back out my unibrow because that's what I like and it makes me happy. And so many people are telling me, oh, you missed a couple hairs in the middle. I'm like, well, I'm just letting them grow out. Well, you shouldn't. It doesn't look good. To who? To me, it looks good. I love my unibrow. I'm letting my shit grow for a reason. Do you think I just plucked everything else and didn't see that or was blind to the center? I saw it. But thanks anyway. Like, I don't need advice on how to make my eyebrows look good to me, because I don't do my makeup, I don't put on fake lashes, I don't put on fake nails, I don't get pedicures, and I don't slap on a shitload of fucking lipstick and contour for anyone else but my mirror and myself, because it makes me happy and it makes me feel good.
But the fact of the matter is, don't tell me what to do with my life. I've made my choices. I know what I'm doing. I'm on a path. Like, just leave it alone. And if you say it once and someone is like, okay, yeah, that's fine, just let me do my own thing, then leave it at that. And I hate when people start a sentence with you need to. I don't need to do anything. You need to back the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm sure I've been guilty of it, as I'm sure I've given plenty of unsolicited advice. I try not to, but I don't think I do that naturally. There are people that do that naturally that somehow think that they know what's best for fucking everyone. And they know what you need, even though they don't walk in your shoes and they don't know what you're thinking. And also they don't know what you already have planned.
Let's say you come and talk to me about something. I try very hard not to give my 2 cents unless you ask for it. Like, if you're like, what do you think, or how do you feel, or what do you think I should do, then absolutely. But for the most part, it's you. It's your issue that you need to deal with, or it's your life, or whatever. If you need my help deciding, if you need to choose between pizza and Chinese food, sure, call me, right? But life decisions are your own, and nobody can tell you how to live your life. I'm sure you know how this is because we're both ethnic, but as soon as you have a cold or you start, coughing or sneezing or whatever, family is on you like crazy on how to deal with your cold or whatever it is that you have. Yeah. And I get sent a lot of stuff for certain things. Like, I'm not even kidding you, I probably have like 8 knee braces, which I never use. I'm not going to use them because they're annoying and they don't work. And another thing is people who tell you how to deal with your own health issues. That makes me insane. Like, it makes me want to light things on fire.
I think those people might just be trying to be helpful because they care. That's what I think.
You don't live with the disease. You don't understand what someone goes through. You don't understand what they do for preventative measures or, dealing with the illness. So I understand you trying to be helpful, but for me personally, I find it extremely irritating.
I get it could be irritating for you because you are the one hearing many, many times over probably the same advice.
Well, not just that, but you're not a fucking doctor. I hate when people are like, oh, you should do this and you should do that. I'm like, did you graduate medical school while I wasn't looking? Fuck off.
I think people just love you when they try to give advice. As annoying as it is, I try not to unleash my full anger on unsolicited advice. I am kind of the person that's like, oh, cool, thanks, and I will just go along with it until you leave and then be like, okay, well, I've already done that. I'm just, gonna let it go.
I don't want it to continue. So if people give me advice and I don't want it, I'll tell them I don't want it. And then I want it to stop. Like, I don't want to deal with it anymore.
I want it all to stop. All this really boils down to is giving someone unsolicited advice is a way of showing that you care. It's not.
But don't do it.
Try not to do it too much.
Don't do it.
But yeah, so guys, tell us what you think about unsolicited advice. Are you okay with it? Do you not like it? Are you more on the rainbow side of the spectrum or the rage side of the spectrum?
Also, what's the worst or the best unsolicited advice that you've ever had? Put it down below, and whether it changed your life or, I don't know, whether you blocked that person from your life forever.
Well, anyways, see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching.
Putting garlic and turmeric on everything isn't a fucking cure-all.